It's time for change, right? Let's talk about, for a second, why we're even here. What are we even doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah, so a lot of people just see us as being involved in property investment and in real estate. And let's be quite honest, real estate people have got a really name, right? There's this kind of like feeling that anyone who's involved in real estate is just out for money and they just want, they're probably looking to try and sell you something, but that's really kind of the antithesis of why we even started this business.
We take a lot more responsibility for our role and our opportunity in society, really.
Yeah, exactly.
So the biggest problem we see?
The biggest problem we see, so we're going to share with you actually in this video, we want to try and help you understand what our vision and our mission really is. Because it's about so much more than just houses. The problem that we see is that the vast majority of the Australian population lives in a state of scarcity. And you see this kind of negativity permeate through so much of the information that bombards us on a daily basis. And this scarcity actually drives a continuous rift between social classes. It's why we start to see this animosity between haves and have-nots and all of this kind of stuff, and creates that void, which quite frankly disgusts me. And what that in turn does, that creates socioeconomic issues, political issues, and this onflows into things like environment and all of these other massively important parts of life that we genuinely care about. So the big question then is, what the hell has property investing got to do with changing the state of scarcity in Australia? We truly believe that if we can empower people to create more personal abundance, more freedom and choice and opportunity in their own lives, that's going to create an environment where we're going to start to raise the frequency of the community around us. So we want to empower every Australian to achieve more in their own lives, to improve the standard of living for every Australian. And we genuinely think that that is going to create an ecosystem of positivity, of influence, of affluence, of innovation. And this is what's going to help us as a society move into the future. It's going to raise the standards of everyone. Now, I speak to quite a lot of people about this week in, week out, when people come to us and they say they want to invest. And I always ask why. What is the real reason? Usually starts at pretty surface level. It's stuff like, I want financial freedom, which is pretty weak. If you think that's your thing, then go a little bit deeper. But most people, when it really comes down to it, is they want to create three things: freedom, significance, and transformation. Now, freedom could be the freedom to work by choice. What other kinds of freedom are there?
Freedom to spend more time with your loved ones.
Yep. Freedom to do something more important. A lot of people say that it's not that they just want to sit on the couch forever, but they just want the ability to do something that's going to be more important to them. And when I often ask them why, it's usually something to do with giving back. Now, significance is also kind of status and all of these kind of things. Significance doesn't necessarily mean getting a statue made of you at the local park, but it can be significance to your family. It can be significance to your family. So I think I said that, to your children. It could be to your parents. It could be to anyone that you're going to feel a sense of achievement. Now, it's associated with ego, but that's not a bad thing. It's that sense that you have achieved and you've made something of yourself, and that you can really help those other people around you. And that can be a great seat to try and inspire other people to change as well. And then there's transformation. Now, transformation probably ties quite into our mission, because what we are trying to do is transform the state of the world around us, which sounds very big picture when you can boil it all the way down to real estate investing. But think about it this way: if you had enough abundance in your life, what would you do? If you're like the multitude and the majority of people I speak to, ultimately it's going to be to have a positive impact on the people around them. Whether it be, helping homeless people, or whether it be, helping refugees, or whether it be helping their kids, or whether it be, it's usually to give back in some way. So if we can help more people to achieve that ability to do that, what that's going to do is that's going to improve the community. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think a lot of people get stuck thinking that property investment is a very selfish act. And for sure, a lot of people do take it that way and they make it all about themselves. But we really see the opportunity to use it to shift people's perspective and to wake up to the responsibility that they can have more influence to create better change. So we see our ability now is to be able to help other people generate wealth through real estate, to open up all these possibilities in different ways that they can give back.
Yeah, which is why we're so unwavering in our passion and our commitment to people achieving success. For us, it's not about a transaction. It's about people genuinely going on a journey with you to make sure that they can get everything they want out of life. And yeah, I think that, really, if we can do that, that's going to have more impact for social change than pretty much anything else that I can think of doing. Thanks for being a part of our journey, and we'd love to connect with you too.